In tonight's episode, we're going to be talking about difficult conversations to have before you say, I do. Hey, my Real Talk family, it's your girl Joy Chisom, and yes, I'm back again with another lovely episode. And if this is your first time viewing this channel, do well to hit the subscribe button, because here we are a family, we grow together, we learn together, and we do literally everything as a family to grow our relationship and our personal life together. And of course, turn on your notification button so you get notified whenever I get to drop any episode. In tonight's episode, we're going to be talking about difficult conversations to have before you say, I do. Yes. So a lot of times people are always, I'm looking forward to the day I finally walk down the aisle with this man or walk down the aisle with this lady, and they forget about crucial conversations, difficult things that they need to talk about before going into that walking down the aisle part. And this is something that we need to look out for, and that's why I am bringing it to you in case you have forgotten. So you go have these conversations with your partner. And the first on the list is for the ladies or for the men. Do you want your partner to be a stay-home wife, or you want her to be a working class person or a business person where she goes out from the house and all of that? And you as a lady, you want to be a stay-home wife. You have to have this conversation with your partner, because I hear a lot of times people say that, no, once I'm married, why will my wife be working? Work for what? Me, I'm going to go out and work. Let her stay in the house and take care of my kids. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but it depends on the kind of personality you're getting married to. It depends on what you met her doing before you say you want her to stay at home. Is she somebody that is passionate about working? Is she passionate about doing her business? Is she passionate about doing anything outside staying at home and taking care of the kids and the family? You cannot subject such a person to say no more. Most of the times, we do not have to say people work or people do business because they just want to make money. Some of them, they just have that passion for it. So you cannot kill someone's passion because of something that you feel that, oh no, I think it's just because of money, I'm going to take care of her, she should stay in the house. And ladies, that's why I said that it's a difficult conversation. You have to bring it up to your man. You need to understand that I cannot subject such a person to staying at home and doing nothing. Not everybody is like that. Let's say, for example, someone who is a medical practitioner, a medical doctor by profession, that enjoys saving lives, helping people, making sure people are all right. And you now say, okay, because I'm getting married to you, sister, you have to dump all of that and come back home and stay in the house. Like, what do you want that person to do at that point? These are things that can break up relationships that are supposed to lead to marriages, because there are people that they cannot live without having to fulfill that passion. It's like a void. If you do not fill it up by getting involved in that act, therefore you begin to feel like you're not fulfilling what you are here on earth to do, because of course everybody on earth has a vision, has a place that's supposed to fill. So you have to have that conversation with your partner as the man, as the lady, and both of you can even come to a compromise. So instead of doing the whole week, you can have the person say, okay, 4 times in a week, 3 times in a week. Do not just ignore their passion and desire to having to get things done, not because of finance, but because of they have passion for it, and say, no, because I am the man or this and that. See, in as much as you are the lady and they give you that permission to also do all of that, it does not stop you from saying, I'm not going to fulfill my wifely duties, my duties in the family for taking care of the kids and taking care of the house chores and all of that. So this is the number one conversation, if you have not had it with your partner, that you should have with your partner. The next is, are we going to have our parents over, or a sibling over, or family member over? That is a very difficult conversation, though, because this is a third party. In as much as they are blood, you and your partner are one, like the Bible says. So you cannot come and say, no, it's my family member, no, it's my mother, it's my dad, it's my brother, they have to follow me. No, you cannot just make that decision on your own. You have to have that conversation with your partner, because if you're saying you want your mom over, don't I also want my mom over for the lady? Or the man, does he not also want his sibling over? So you have to have that conversation. When we get married, are we going to have anybody from our family members come live with us? Are you also comfortable with such decision? That's another thing, because third party is very, very, very dangerous. They could be family, but they could do much harm than good. Not because they have you on mind as for evil, but before you know, someone can come and making some kind of side comments in front of your wife or in front of your husband, and something that they're not supposed to reason, because both of you are one, or both of you are just having that understanding as couples. You begin to reason and say, I don't used to see how she used to serve you food. She was not even Jennifer. Something that he does not even think about before. Or don't you notice her auntie used to come back late? What is she also always doing there? She cannot close early. Does she not know that she's married? And all of a sudden the environment becomes tense and all of that. There's some times that people get married to somebody, and for no reason the sibling might not just say, I like you, but I don't really like you. Do you get? They don't have this rapport. So imagine bringing that kind of person with your partner and person staying in the same roof. You could always help. I'm not saying that you cannot help a family member. So I'm not saying when mom is sick and you're the only person that is available at that point, you cannot compromise and try as much as possible to make it possible for her to be okay and go back to her family house. I'm not saying all of that is wrong, but when it comes to having to make somebody live with you, your sibling, your mom, your parents, or living with you, no, you have to have that conversation as would be husband and wife, because if you do not, it's going to affect how you relate later on. Before you know, someone now say, since you came in, my daughter has not been taking care of me, where my son or my brother is not taking care of the siblings and all of that. You don't have those kind of conversations when you're already in the marriage. You have it before you go into marriage. So you have the question to ask your partner, are we going to have any of our family member come live with us? If it comes to helping her, we can rent an apartment for the person, or let's get a caregiver for the parents if they are aged and advanced and all of that. Please have this conversation with your partner before you walk down the aisle and wear that your gown that you are planning. Anyways, the next is financial conversations. Yes, these are things that breaks home. We cannot be ignorant of it. That we cannot say, okay, no, don't worry, my own is going to be different. Oh, my man is like this, my lady is like this. You forget that a lot of times how it is when you start is different from how it's gonna be at the long run. When kids come in, financial responsibility increases and all of that. You have to have a financial conversation with your partner. Are we going to have a joint account? It's an important conversation to have. Okay, if we're not going to have a joint account, you're working, I'm working, for example, we're not into business, or even if we're into separate businesses, are we going to have a business that we're going to be creating, that when we start getting the profits from it, we're keeping it into the joint accounts for the family, for the kids, or for any of our leisure plans and vacations and all of that? Or we're not going to be doing any of that. Let me know that I'm investing. I'm making investment is investment for myself. I'm making investment for your own self or for the kids or all of that. So you have to have that conversation. Let it not go and be that when you now marry, it will seem like you're not supposed to touch money from there. It's the family money that we did not know that it was family money before. Or as soon as you're being paid your salary, for example, your man is telling you are bringing 60% of your money. I'm not telling you there's anything wrong with that. You're a helpmate, of course. He's also the main man to take care of the house. But these are conversations you need to have, because there are some people that cannot do that. You say, okay, so me to be bringing my money from my salary, which I know that I might want to use to assist my own family, take care of other things I have to do, other responsibility that I have to do, because I don't want to bug you as the man, or I don't want to bug you as my wife. Do you get? So let's have our personal accounts and still have a joint account where we use to take care of the family, take care of the unborn kids and all of that. So you need to also ask, for example, if your partner is working, or in short, both of you are into business, for example, and you get married and your partner is like telling you, the man is telling you, oh baby, these are the things that we are doing now, or these are the things I'm doing now to help myself, make the family okay and all of that. I would want you to join me to making this business to come to the limelight. And because of that, I would plea, or I would appreciate that you stop what you're doing to just, let's do this together. Do you know how they make those kind of statements? And at that point, you need to ask the question, if we are going to be having this business together, is it me coming to support you as my husband, being the helpmeet that I was made to be by God, and making it possible that your business is going to come to, because there are people that their relationships, their partner business is always on their socials. They're pushing, my husband does it, come and do it. They're not doing it like they're forfeiting their own business. they are still doing their own business and still pushing the brand of their partner or the work of their partner. But this one is a different scenario. Your partner is telling you, let's do it together. That means you're leaving what you already have going on with yourself and coming to build this one together to make it grow. Everybody's putting their effort and their mind and their intelligence to making it flow. So at that point, you're going to ask your partner, this one, is it together as per both of us, profit and everything, or this is just me coming to assist and be a supportive wife to my partner? So you know that you're giving all yourself, all your being to it, and you're not bothered about bringing something else by the side for yourself. You know also that, oh, if I'm giving all myself to this one, I'm going to still bring something for myself that I will be able to get something for myself and build my own self personally, in as much as I'm being a support to my partner or to my husband. So you have that conversation with it, because see, money is to do a lot of things. So even Bible says it is like a God. So after God Almighty, that's like the second God with the smallest G. So you have to ask that question. Let your partner tell you distinctively if it is for the both of you, or it is you coming to support him to bringing back the money into the family to take care of the house and all of that. So if it's only for him, you will still have your side thing that you're doing. But if it's for the both of you, you know that, okay, this thing is both of us that is doing it and all of that. Please. So have this kind of conversation with your partner. So these are 3 conversations for now that you should have with your partner if you are yet to have them. So I hope you've gotten something from this episode, and like I always say, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification, drop in a comment or more questions you think that people should have before saying I do to their partner, so that they get to learn and also see things from different perspectives. Thanks for watching. Thank you for also leaving those comments, and like I always say, bye.